So following the Black Stars 4-3 victory over the Central African Republic, it's time for us to do a player rating of the performance of the Black Stars in the game against the Central African Republic. Well, before we get into it, please subscribe, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. So let's get right into it. And a hat-trick from Jordan Ayew and a goal from Fathawe Saku was all the Black Stars relied on to beat the Central African Republic by 4-3 as Maputa got also a hat-trick against the Black Stars in this particular encounter. So, who are the players who performed most for the Black Stars in this particular game, and which players also failed to come to the party for the Black Stars? Well, let's get right into it, starting off with the goalkeeping department. So, in goal post for the Black Stars in this game was none other but Lawrence Atizigi. So, what was his rating for this particular game? Well, we gave Atizigi a 5/10 for his performance in this game for the Black Stars, because particularly Lawrence Atizigi conceded 3 goals against the Central African Republic, goals that he could have avoided, but Lawrence Atizigi unfortunately couldn't deal with it, and that is why we are giving Lawrence Atizigi 5/10. But generally, he made some great saves in the game for the Black Stars, but especially the third goal, Charlie. Free kick by Lawrence Atizigi. Your height and all, you allowed this goal to be scored, and I think that Lawrence Atizigi has to step up. I want to see Lawrence Atizigi keep a clean sheet in the World Cup qualifiers when it resumes in 2025. Now, let's go to the defense, starting off with Alidu Seidu. Alidu Seidu played at the right back position for the Black Stars in the first half when they were playing 4-back system. Well, for Alidu Seidu, I'll give him 6.0 for his performance in the game. Generally, I'm a big fan of Alidu Seidu, but I think that the second goal that the Central African Republic scored against the Black Stars, I'll partly blame it on Alidu Seidu. He committed himself in the Central African half. Now, when he was tracking back, that was when he ended up bringing down his teammates, and Maputa took advantage of it and went to score the goal. So I think, yes, Alidu Seidu, defensively, Charlie, I think he was a little bit shaky because he wanted to contribute more up front, and that was what worried him. But guess what? The goal that was scored, the third goal that Jordan Ayew scored in the game, which was Ghana's 4th goal, it was Alidu Seidu's brilliance that got us that third goal. Watch the goal carefully and realize that Alidu Seidu made a good dashing run into the penalty box of the Central African Republic and gave that pass to Mohamed Kudus, who passed it on to Jordan Ayew to score the goal. So it was a pre-assist from Alidu Seidu, and Alidu Seidu getting a 6/10 performance in this game. Now, at the left back position was Gideon Mensah. He struggled in the game against the Malian national team, but against the wild beast of Central African Republic, I think Gideon Mensah was a little above average. So we'll give him 6.5/10 for his performance in this game, because Gideon Mensah did well for the Black Stars in this game. For Gideon Mensah, in his newly assigned role in the Black Stars, he showed once again that he is ready to be part of the Black Stars for the 2026 World Cup. And Gideon Mensah did very well in this game. I don't have much to say about him for his performance, because most of the goals did not go through his route. It went through the Alidu Seidu route. So I think Gideon Mensah particularly did well. And getting an assist in this game, I think I have to give correction. 7/10 for Gideon Mensah for his performance in this game. Yes, he truly did very well for the Black Stars. Let's go to the 2 center backs. Now, let's start off with Alexander Djiku. For Alexander Djiku, I think we'll give him 6.5/10. Yes, 6.5/10. That is what we'll give Alexander Djiku, because I felt like Alexander Djiku could have done more to salvage the goal that we scored, the Central African Republic scored against the Black Stars. The first goal, when he and Mohamed Salisu were running for the ball, that was what hurt me the most. 2 defenders, a ball was played in between the 2 of you, and you couldn't deal with it. That was when I realized that, Charlie, we have to do more defensively, because the telepathy between Mohamed Salisu and Djiku, I think there's more that they have to do. But Mohamed Salisu, we also give him 6.5/10 for his performance in the game, because I think that, well, Mohamed Salisu worked hard for the national team in this game, but it was definitely it was definitely not his best performance in the Black Stars jersey, because Mohamed Salisu struggled a little bit in the game. Some defensive errors that he committed in the game, you don't expect Mohamed Salisu to be committing such errors. In fact, he came close to scoring 2 times. The first time when the ball was crossed to him, Mohamed Salisu complained that someone has held him. Meanwhile, nobody has held him. The second time, he had a free header which he could have scored. Again, Mohamed Salisu couldn't head the ball in. I think he has issues heading the ball into the net for Ghana to score. And I think that this is one of the things Mohamed Salisu must work on. So that was how the Black Stars defense performed. Now let's go to the midfield. Abdul Saleh Samed had a good game for the Black Stars, but well, we'll give him 6.8 for his performance in this game, because Abdul Saleh Samed, for the second time in the game of the World Cup qualifiers, partnered with Thomas Partey in midfield, and well, Abdul Saleh Samed did well with his track backs and winning the 50-50 balls. He was fantastic in midfield and did his part to ensure that the Black Stars won the game against the Central African Republic. And his combination with Thomas Partey is gradually growing day by day. And I think that Abdul Saleh Samed did well for the Black Stars in this game, except that I felt like we lost the midfield in the first half, which he and Thomas Partey could have worked hard to ensure that we won back the midfield. But generally, because we didn't win, I think that he did very well in that department. Now, Thomas Partey, I'll give him 7.0 for his performance in this game. I know many of you will not agree, but I think Thomas Partey, if you look at how he played the game, he was switching from defensive midfield to attacking midfield, sometimes partnering with Mohamed Kudus up front, and when we are under attack, he partners with Salisu in defensive midfield, and that is the player we are talking about. In fact, he is the reason why Fatai Issahaku scored the goal. So Thomas Partey got an assist in this goal for the Black Stars with his dummy that he gave to Fatai Issahaku to score the goal. I think that Thomas Partey is a world-class player. Sometimes he goes a little bit under the radar when he's playing for the Black Stars, but generally Thomas Partey was influential in this game for the Black Stars. This time you will see Thomas Partey talking to the players. Generally, when he started catching the Black Stars, you wouldn't see him having control of the Black Stars, but I think that he is currently getting his leadership skills on point. So I think, yes, Thomas Partey will gradually get there, but his performance against the Central African Republic, kudos to Thomas Partey for his performance. Now, let's go to the attacking midfield, and let's start with the wingers. At the left wing was Abdul Fattah Issahaku, and we will give him 7 for his performance in this game. Yes, Fattah Issahaku really did well in this game for the Black Stars. See, Fattah Issahaku started the game struggling in the first half, but when he decided to switch roles with Kamaldeen Sulemana, that was when he ended up scoring the goal. And one thing that I have come to love about Fattah Issahaku is that if you followed his style of play when he was at the under 20 level, he likes to shoot. He likes to shoot like Mubarak Wakasu. Everywhere Fattah Issahaku will get the ball, he will shoot. But I think the Leicester City former manager has worked on him. Now he likes to create the assist and all that. And that is the kind of player that Fattah Issahaku has become. And Charlie scoring that goal also shows that Charlie, he's a great player. Look at what he did in the game against Mali and now the game against the Central African Republic. Look at how he has gotten a goal and an assist in 2 games. Charlie, Fattah Issahaku is that player. Black Stars. Now Kamaldeen Sulemana, 5.0. I'm not impressed with Kamaldeen Sulemana. He's here to score a goal in the Black Stars. Since 2021 that he came into the Black Stars, Kamaldeen Sulemana hasn't scored a goal for the Black Stars, and I don't like how he played. He was predictable, too predictable. It was like Kamaldeen Sulemana will go all the way wide and just cross the ball, and the players read his style of play. That's why he struggled in the game, and I felt like he should have switched with Fattah Issahaku early in the first half, and that could have been the changing point for him. He missed a lot of chances in the game as well. He had close chances that I think Kamaldeen Sulemana should have scored, but unfortunately he couldn't, and I think that 5.0 for his performance in the game as ratings is fair enough, because I don't want to say much, but Kamaldeen Sulemana has to really step up in the Blasters if he wants to play more in the national team. Now, Mohamed Kudus, well, I'll give him 7.0 for his performance in the game. He got an assist for Jordan Ayew's third goal, and Charlie, what can I say? Mohamed Kudus is that guy. Whenever Mohamed Kudus got the ball, there were 3 players marking Mohamed Kudus, and that is why I think the Central African Republic coach did a great job on the Blasters. He realized that Mohamed Kudus was the engine room of the Blasters. Without him, we couldn't function. So anytime Mohamed Kudus had the ball, there were 3 players on him. But generally, Mohamed Kudus was able to find his way and was always winning free kicks for the Blasters in this game. And also, Charlie, Mohamed Kudus is a star boy, and for his performance in this game, I won't say much. But the only thing that I didn't like about Mohamed Kudus' style of play in the game against Central African Republic was that he was always playing the ball with Kamaldeen Sulemana, and it wasn't going right. I felt like at the point in time he realized that. Let's go to our main striker, Jordan Ayew, the hat-trick hero. I think Jordan Ayew deserves a 9.0 for his performance in this game. It was such a great performance from Jordan Ayew, scoring a hat-trick for the Blasters. 3 goals, 1 from the penalty spot. He doesn't miss a penalty. 10 penalties, and I dare you, Jordan Ayew scored 9 out of 10 penalties. He also got a goal from a header and also scored a goal with his leg. That tells you the kind of player that Jordan Ayew is. And 9.0 for his performance in this game was great. Even when the Blasters was down, he still had hope. He motivated the Blasters players, and Jordan Ayew did a great job in the Blasters win over the Central African Republic. Nobody can say anything bad about Jordan Ayew. If you say anything bad about Jordan Ayew, I'll be with you in the comment section. Now let's go to the substitute. Well, Antoine Semenyo came on as a substitute. We couldn't see him much in the game because he came on to hold the ball and also make sure that he puts pressure on the defense of the Central African Republic, and we like how he played. Another player who did great for the Blasters in the game was Braden Thomas Asante, his debut game for the Blasters, and he pressed, and people like his performance in the game for the Blasters despite coming on when everything was done. I think Braden Thomas Asante did very well for the Blasters. For Coach Otuado, I'll rate him 7.0. I think he won the second half, but the first half, Coach Rahul Savoy, Charlie, really murdered Coach Otuado's team, and I think that Coach Otuado has to work on his tactics for the Blasters because, Charlie, we really struggled in the first half. But, well, what can we say? We won, so who cares? Who cares? So, yes, that is the player ratings of the Blasters in the game against the Central African Republic. Share your thoughts in the comment section. My name is Joseph Adamafio, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.